All right, guys, since we're basically done Kevin's 52 Ford, that's finally come to an end, thank goodness. So what better to start another truck? Before we do this introduction about this video and all these other ones, one of our good subscribers, Glenn Nicholson, sent us a bunch of videos on firing up his Willys Coupe and his Rambler and whatnot, so we'll put this before there. So thank you, Glenn. Hope you enjoy it. It's very nice of you, by the way. But anyway, so this is a Studebaker we got I don't know, it's been sitting at my mom's here for a long time, and she finally wants it out of her yard. Oh, speak of the devil.
That was not nice. Just make sure you clean up the mess here.
Yes, we'll clean up the mess. So anyway, we're going to take it to Derek's, I think, next weekend. Somebody's put it on, I think it's the original chassis. It's hard to say, but somebody's put a clip in it, and it sits way too high. And it originally had a fiberglass front sheet, whole front sheet, or fiberglass front clip on it, and we'll show you that when we go to the farm here in a few minutes. But it's a pretty solid truck. I don't know whatever happened to the original front clip on it, but it's kind of a pretty psychedelic needle green. We did start working on it a couple years ago. We started gutting it. The guy fiberglassed the front clip and everything, or the cowl or the firewall and all that stuff in the floors. It's a pretty solid truck, just some weird stuff, but not a big deal. Pretty psychedelic seats. We do have an original bench seat that we'll be putting it in there, so I'll see if I can commandeer these buckets. It does have a Chevy 12 bolt in the back already, but like I said, we might not end up using this chassis, and we're going to show you that maybe what we're going to try to do and try to maybe step up into the new age and maybe put a Dakota chassis underneath this thing, because Derek wants all the comforts like power steering and power brakes and all that gookity-gaw that nobody really needs anyway, but they seem to think so. The front sheet metal we got from another parts truck that we'll show you, but it's pretty decent shape. But like I said, we started remaking the firewall to mount the small block Chevy, but I'm thinking it might be getting a small block Dodge now. And yeah, it's just a lot of weird things, the way the column was all done and everything else. And I'm not sure. I think this truck was on the road at once. Hey, look at that. Dead bird. Huh. That's whack. Can't fake that. But yeah. So I don't know how all this clip was put in and whatnot, and what's all under the Bondo and everything else. So it just might just be best to put something else under it, and that we know what it is and everything else. But the truck is pretty complete. It does have an after, somebody's chromed this at one time, or it might even been a factory chrome, but we got a nice one in the trunk or the box there that's way better, so that can just be a wall hanger or whatnot. But yeah, it's all pretty solid. All the running boards and everything inside are pretty solid, and I can honestly say we won't have to monkey around with running boards, not like Kevin's truck. So. But yeah, you got some dents and whatnot, but dents are easier to fix than rust. So, and I have put my foot down. This truck will be painted white with a gray box. Anybody that watches Hot Rod should know that. And we're able to locate the center grill here. This one we're going to be using. Really nice shape. So they'll just need a good cleaning and repaint, but it's pretty good. No dents, no nothing. Tailgate's in pretty good shape. We have another one, but this one's way better, and we'll ace that. That's pretty ugly. But one thing we're gonna have to have in the box is a couple slicks, you know. Yeah, and then Chris can be that guy from the speed shop, and you're like, look what I got. I had one 671 GMC blower. Chris probably just shaking his head, but yeah. But the truck originally had a bunch of funky stuff in the interior. That was part of the dash. So, yeah, I don't know what Model A bumpers are doing in here, but they're in here. So, just the shame about the cab. It's got a little ding in the back here, but we'll be able to pop that out. Or 5 pounds of Bondo, either or. No, I know, no Bondo. So yeah, I think these trucks look good when they're nicely lowered, but he won't like it. So yes, sit at the Dodge Dakota height.
Won't look good as the Hot Rod from the Hot Rod movie.
Well, I know.
That's not slammed down.
No, I know. We won't slam it down. But it sits too high right now. I'd almost say leave it with an original frame with a straight axle and everything, like the original Studebaker, but nah, we'll try something different this time. Too bad though, it's got a dent. It almost has like the nice patina. Super solid actually and whatnot, but going gray primer and white. Anyway, we'll see you guys in a bit. There you go. How you doing?
Good. On this episode of Penny's Hot Rods and Customs, through the marvels of modern technology, we travel to the United States to check out a couple cars owned by one of our subscribers. He's kind of a doofus, but we think you'll like the cars. So like, share, and subscribe. And remember, with your help, we can get what we really need for the garage, a big gulp machine, and some restraints for Kevin. Our first car is a 1966 Rambler Classic 550 two-door sedan. It was a car I found about 15 years ago, came out of Southern California, and I paid $500 for it. It has a 61 Econoline straight axle underneath it, and when we get outside, we'll get a better look at it. But she's almost done. She's going over for exhaust and get the clutch done, and then I can start wiring it, and then maybe we can drive it. Our second car is the one I'm driving home today. I've had this car 35 years. It is a 1941 Willys Coupe, and when I found it, it was sitting in a barn since 1963. This was 1985 when I found it. And the nice thing is, it's steel. So we'll get her outside, we'll get her running. We're going to try to get her home today, and hopefully you enjoy the ride. All right, so we got the Rambler outside. First time it's been outside in a while, and it's the furthest I've driven it, about 100 feet, with a rope tied around it, and it's looking pretty good. So we'll get the exhaust in it in the next few weeks, get a clutch in it, and maybe make some noise with it. Let's get on to the Willys now. All right, let's see if we can get the coupe started now. Prime the fuel pump, hitch up the battery, and hope for the best. I won't tell you how I prime the fuel pump, but we'll save that for another time. I'll show you the power plant. Chris will appreciate this. It's a 302 Ford, 289 4-barrel heads, C4 automatic transmission. It's got a Pinto front end with rack and bearing steering, 8-inch Ford rear end. The wheels on it are kind of like a Halibrand knockoff. Some Stuart Warner gauges on the bottom of it. This car was in nice shape. It still has the original bench seat in it from the Willys and the original gas tank. As far as I'm concerned, looking out this window is the best view ever. So let's go for a little ride. So I hope you liked that little video. Looking forward to driving the tires off this car this summer. So help them pennies out. Like, share, and subscribe. And go pennies!
There we go. Right, I just want to say thanks Glenn Nicholson for showing us videos, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, watching his little clips on his Willys and everything else. It's very thoughtful of him, and anybody else want to do it, feel free to email us.
Dedicated subscriber.
Well, most of them are, but you know, good old Glenn. Appreciate it. See you on the next one. Keep them coming, Glenn. Word. Okay, so this is the other parts truck that we bought a few years ago locally. We just wanted the sheet metal for the one that's in Stony there. But you can see somebody actually took the time back in the day to make a whole fiberglass one-piece front end. I don't know what their intentions were. Whoever did it did a really nice job. I don't know anything about fiberglass, but it seems pretty solid and original. But like I said, we can use we just bought this for the front sheet metal, but it's got a good seat that we'll strip for the and we'll do the same thing like we did with Kevin's truck. But that's many videos down the road. Oh, it's even got a lock on here. Have to take that out and get a key maybe. But yeah, no, this cab's actually not bad and everything else. Actually, the box isn't not too bad on this one either. Except for Bug put a bunch of, I think rads or something for a tractor in it. I'm not sure what they are. Some sort of crankshaft. Yeah, so like I said, we just bought this. Like I said, we didn't need the front sheet metal. This cab is actually pretty decent too, if I recall. Sure, ugly looking dashes. Pretty plain looking. Hey Brian, you running your Studebaker through? No man, I'm banned for life. That's when you should put a clip from Hot Rod in there. Hey. Alrighty, let's go to the other farm and do some measuring.
You get out of here? Well, they tried that before and they'll try it again, but like the great showman said, it will stand. Get out and don't come back. Clear? We're getting out of here now and we're not coming back.
You wanna know a fun fact? I think it was last year. Yeah, I think it was last year. I was pulling something off this thing. And I jacked it up when I was getting it. I didn't realize until afterwards that I had in my ear one of these cow pies. That's a true story. I don't know what I'm telling you, but it's disgusting. One of these ones under there. So I had to grab something for Ryan's car. Alrighty. That's a little fun fact. Alright, we'll be back. Okay guys, we're at, here's the other Studebaker that we've got. We bought this one, or Derek bought this one a couple years ago at an auction for I think a couple $100. The only reason why we bought it, because it has a VIN number, so. It has a cap number right there. That's neat. But yeah, this one's pretty much stripped, but it does have another frame, and there's the springs there, and so it's good for parts. But I just want to, while we're here, just take some measurements and see what we're going to maybe think about doing for a frame. You good there? Mm-hmm. So yeah, 108-ish. So then we'll go check out our truck that we're thinking about doing. We're going to, like I said, step into the modern era of racket peanut steering and disc brakes and power steering and all that crazy goop garbage that Derek seems to want.
What's a disc brake?
I know. Real men have drum brakes. Nothing wrong with drum brakes. As long as you set them up right. But there's, you know, Ken will be shaking his head. Everything's got to have disc brakes. Disc brakes. Stop on a dime. Give you change back. But anyway, we'll go measure up a little Dakota long bed, and we'll see about the wheelbase, and we'll take some more measurements and see if it's feasible. We've never done anything like that, so I think we're going to try. Step out of the element. Alrighty. Let's go see what, yeah, we don't need anything else. Let's go take a look. Also got to say too, it's Studebaker. It's kind of neat how they are box sides and they just, the fenders bolt on. Kind of neat. I don't know. It's just different from like Ford, Dodges, and Chevys. Can't believe I'm making this. Here's a factory race car Chevette. Workers. I wonder who Corey and Billy is. I know who Corey is. Menace to society. Alright, we'll be back in a minute.
Hi.
Yeah, it's good to see someone drive one of these in here. Most of them have to be towed.
Okay, here's the what's left of a truck. It's I think a 91, 92-ish Dodge Dakota. Two-wheel drive long bed. And looks like it's been sitting here for a while. I'm gonna have to cut a tree open to see how many rings there are. Poplar, good firewood. Too bad it's too small. But this thing's been here for a long time, and I just want to give a shout out that this was one of Winnipeg's body truck there, or paint shop supply, Rondex. So hope you're enjoying this, Travis. Cool, a little bit nostalgic. He might have even driven this back in the day. Who knows? Yeah. One ugly truck. Ugh. Man, there's more branches and good thing at least it's poplar, but I'll go around, we'll try to measure the wheelbase. Oh.
This will be our, hopefully our donor vehicle.
Okay. I know it's going to be longer, but
Roughly.
So we're about 126. So that's fine. I think on what we've investigated on, you got to cut part of it out to make it shorter and whatnot. The width seems to be about kind of the general idea, and so like I said, we're trying new things here. So man, this will make for a good video dragging this thing out. I have to bring a freaking chainsaw. Have a bonfire with all this wood.
Yeah, tractor.
Yeah. I wonder if I borrowed the Bobcat from work. Or Derek's got a tractor. Or Tim. Or Ryan's truck. Probably Ryan's truck.
Yeah.
Probably need Casey's help too.
Probably.
Probably.
I'll have to give the windshield or the door to Travis.
Yeah, see which one's bigger or better shape. I even hang it up somewhere. Even says Rondex on there too. Limited. But yeah, we're just looking for a frame. Basically, we could put under this Studebaker, something that's cheap. You know what that's off of?
I'm looking for a chassis which I want to stick a big Hemi engine in. You got anything? Cheap.
Derek wanted a Dodge motor, so
Yeah,
this fits the bill
yeah. So
better than an S10 with a Dodge motor in it.
I guess so. So yeah. So I think it's something neat. We don't have really a clue what the hell we're doing, but we'll figure it out. Good thing for YouTube.
That's what welders are for.
Exactly. So yeah, we'll be back in a minute. We gotta get out of this bush somehow. And I guess this truck once upon a time was a V6, so that'll be all right. The mounts kind of look similar to like the 318 that we'd have, but I'm sure it's all gonna have to be modified. And I'm not sure if we'll use like just like a 92 Dodge braking system, or out of the donor car that we're gonna use the 318. We don't know yet. A lot of it we're gonna be just winging by the seat of our pants. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun video, and I think next weekend or one night this week, I think we're gonna tow that truck, the original Studebaker, to Derek's, since we're almost basically done with Kevin's 52 Ford. So yeah, but it's gonna be fun digging this gem out of here. I didn't realize there's this many trees around here. It's just a shame it's not even big enough poplar to burn for firewood. Good starters, but kind of a shame. Man, it's a nice day. Considering like a week ago we had like, I don't know, 3-4 inches of snow. I think summer or spring is finally here. So yeah, if you guys got any comments about any ideas, if you guys have done this, and I'm sure there's been a bunch of local guys, if we get stuck we can always ask, but yeah, please leave a comment and all that stuff, and so I'm sure we'll be needing it. So but like I said, it's just welding shit together, and we'll have to make body mounts and box mounts and whatnot and so forth, and it'll be a fun little project. Like I said, we're not going to go super fancy like what Kevin's truck was. It like I said, I put my foot down on this project long ago. The cab's going to be white and a gray primered box. Derek's gonna have to put a lot of weight on, but yeah, you guys should really, if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the movie Hot Rod. I was even thinking too at the end, a lot of traffic today. We should put like a little tow ball hitch on it, and we can put a dolly behind it and like tow my 35 around. So then we'd have to paint that gray primer, and fuck, I just bite the bullet and try to find a Willys. There is a gray primer one in Winnipeg now, or actually out in Lockport, but the guy won't sell it. I already asked. I don't know if he's even watching our videos, but whatever, I'm just rambling here. So anyway, I guess that's the end of this video. I think if it's nice this week, we're going to start dragging some shit out of here, and we'll make a video on that. So yeah, it'll be pretty exciting. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, a lot of stuff, watch the movie Hot Rod. Pretty good movie, my favorite movie. My claim to fame in life is I probably watched it more than anybody on this face of the planet. Yeah, I'm that much of a loser. But yeah. Alright, have a good one. See you on the next one. Or later this week. We haven't decided yet.
No brake. No moss.
Man, I don't care where you're going. I've been sitting on the side road since 1957. We got steering issues. Ain't gonna start. Ugh. I'd like to know what things are crawling up my legs right now. Yeah, I'll keep that door. Probably both of them. I'm a hot rod baby, and this is the end of the line. Alrighty, let's bounce. Like, share, and subscribe.